Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome to another video. And I got some more Call of Duty World War II gameplay, of course, for you guys, because I mean, this game is absolutely amazing until the community kind of ruins it when you go on social media. And what I mean by that, you guys, is because it seems like the whole Call of Duty community, on Twitter anyway, seems to believe that skill-based matchmaking is in the game. Now, we've had this topic come up before in the past. We had it a little bit happen in Black Ops 3, but it didn't seem like it was as big of a deal. But in Advanced Warfare, this topic is like the first time it ever came up, because Sledgehammer Games' first Call of Duty game was actually Advanced Warfare, and skill-based matchmaking came up in that game, where basically people felt like they weren't performing very well when they played in a multiplayer match. They felt like they were going up against people who were as equal skill to them, or people who were just really, really good players, and they didn't understand why these really good players are going up against them and stuff like that. So now this topic has now came up again for Call of Duty World War II, and a lot of people seem to think that they're getting their asses kicked in the game, and they're just not performing very well. They felt like the community feels like that they should be performing a lot better in this game, but really that doesn't seem to be the case, and it's kind of weird, you know, like they don't really understand, so they are blaming it on skill-based matchmaking. Now, there is absolutely no proof, there is not a sliver of proof that skill-based matchmaking is in the game, you guys. That is a hard fact right there. And it doesn't seem like a lot of people are like looking at this fact that there is no evidence that skill-based matchmaking is in the game. I mean, I personally don't think it's in the game, you know, and I actually have a very good reason to why I don't think it's in the game, but I'm going to say that in just a second, because that first thing I want to do for you guys is read these series of tweets. It's a tweet from Charlie Intel, Nade Shot, and this random guy, and then Michael Condrey, who of course works at Sledgehammer Games. So I'm going to read these tweets to you guys, and then I'm going to tell you guys what my opinions are on skill-based matchmaking and why it's not in the game. So, CharlieIntel.com, they tweet out saying, awaiting official confirmation from Sledgehammer Games, but we're getting reports that players are now seeing other players in headquarters. Looks to be populated again, and of course Nade Shot actually had this experience where he was in a headquarters lobbies with a lot of other people, which of course at the time of making this video, headquarters is not like that. It was a solo experience. So anyway, Nade Shot replies, do we know if Sledgehammer is using skill-based matchmaking? I'm going into free-for-alls to relax and get absolutely smoked. And if you guys don't know who Nade Shot is, he's actually a really, really good Call of Duty player. He used to be a pro, but I think he retired from that. But he is a very good Call of Duty player nonetheless. Anyway, Charlie Intel replies back and he says, Sledgehammer has not explicitly stated if it's being used in public matches in World War II. Looking back at Advanced Warfare, they did say connection was priority, but it did seem like that game had SBMM turned up higher in public matches than other COD titles. And pretty much what they're saying right there, skill-based matchmaking is in Call of Duty, but it's like the rate of it isn't as high as where you're getting good connection, you know. So yes, there are chances where you can get into good skill-based matchmaking lobbies where you're going up against people who are like as equal skill to you, but it's not really, but like they said there, it's not tuned up higher in public matches than in other COD titles. That's what it seems like. The Call of Duty community seems to think that as well. And then there's this random guy who, I don't know who this guy's name's, Flow or Blend or whatever. He says, I don't think so. The most time I have had bad enemies and teammates, which happens to me too. I play rarely against opponents that are worth to play against. This is part of the dilemma. Some folks seem to play matches with connections tuned, while some may get matches that feel like SBMM is active. It's never been 100% clear. And then Michael Condrey finally pitches in here, and he says 100% players join multiplayer lobbies based on lowest ping, not SBMM. Period. MMR will be used for ranked play, kicking off season on December. Oh, so I guess it's December 1st will be when the season 1 of ranked play starts. So that's kind of interesting. And then Nade Shot replies to Michael Condrey, I appreciate the transparency, but it doesn't explain the lobbies I've played in. Maybe I'm not as good anymore, or maybe players have just gotten better, but public matches have been incredibly frustrating due to the level of competition. Michael Condrey ends this conversation off by saying, I can't explain a lot of things that don't exist, like gravity, haha, smiley face. No, but seriously, ping is king, plus boots on the ground competition has gotten better in my opinion. So there you go, you guys. Michael Condrey totally came out and said that the ping, having the lowest ping, is far more important when you're playing on public matches rather than the SBMM, right? It's obvious that he has said that, and what Michael Condrey actually said at the end of this tweet, he said that in his opinion, boots on the ground competition has gotten better, and that is exactly what my opinion is, you guys. I personally do believe that the average Call of Duty player, I should say, the average Call of Duty player now are a lot better players than they were back in like Modern Warfare 3, for example. That's the very first Call of Duty I ever played. An average Call of Duty player is way better than they were back like 4 years ago. That's just the way it is, you know. I don't know how it happened. That's just the way it is. I mean, more and more people are playing Call of Duty every day, or every year, I should say. Not every day, that'd be a lot of people. But yeah, the average Call of Duty player, you guys, in my personal opinion, is definitely a lot better than they were like 4 years ago. And a lot of people seem to believe that skill-based matchmaking is in the game, when the reality is that the average Call of Duty player are just becoming better players, so therefore the competition is a lot more competitive. That's just the way it is, you know. That's my personal opinion. I mean, Michael Condrey and this whole conversation I just read you guys kind of proves my point there, that the competition in Call of Duty is just getting a lot harder now. That's the way it is, you know. My KD right now, you guys, in Call of Duty World War II, I'm almost Prestige 2, but my KD right now is a 1.43. To me, that is not good. I mean, it's better than, I guess, average, maybe. Maybe it's considered average now. I don't know. But my plan in like every Call of Duty game is to get a 2 KD, which is kind of a bad mindset in a way, because it kind of makes you camp a little bit. But I try not to camp. My problem is that I rush too hard, you know. By rushing too hard, I'm just going to get my ass kicked. And I just got to take it easy if I want to actually play well. And that's kind of a good tip for you guys if you guys don't know that either. But seriously, you guys, I've been playing Call of Duty for many years now, and I have never gotten an average of a 2 KD while reaching Master Prestige and stuff like that. So yeah, just remember, you guys, the average Call of Duty player is a lot better than they were 4 years ago. The competition is a lot harder than it's probably ever going to be. And Michael Condrey, he even said boots on the ground competition has gotten better in his opinion. And I personally agree. I mean, I wouldn't say boots on the ground competition. I would just say that the Call of Duty players are just getting more competitive, which is a good thing in my opinion. Honestly, I'm kind of happy that they are. But the bad thing is that it seems like my teammates seem to suck no matter what, which I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense at all to me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a rating for what you guys feel this video deserves. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Call of Duty videos later in the future. And of course, don't forget to comment down below. What are you guys' opinions about skill-based matchmaking? I mean, I'm being completely honest with you guys. The average Call of Duty player is a lot better than they were like 4 or 5 years ago. It's just plain and simple. It's just a lot of people are overlooking that, and that's just my opinion. So what are your guys' thoughts? Don't forget to leave them down in the comments below, and I shall catch you guys later.